Hey. Okay, so I wanted to talk about Halloween specials, but I'm going to narrow it down to three so that this isn't too long. The first one being The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. And because I think that's the most popular. Oh man. In fact, I remember in middle school, I have an eyelash, just a sec. And but in middle school, I don't think kids can dress up anymore. Can kids still dress up? Everything changes. I know that there was a short period of time where safety issue or something, kids couldn't dress up. And then kids could, and then kids could, it's just, but anyway, a friend of mine in middle school, because, we were creative. And yeah, we were the creative bunch. Everybody else dressed up in the generic whatevers. And, but, in fact, to give you a clue, one of my friends, she dressed up as Al Borland because Home Improvement it was pretty new. And, but it was very popular. And so she, she used coffee grounds on her face and everything but yeah, we were the creative bunch. But my other friend dressed up as Charlie Brown with the the scissor happy look, complete with the rock. I got a rock. But we would always, I mean, all of us love It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Oh, good heavens. Yes, absolutely love that one. And of course, um, with the poor Linus. I mean, but we've all grown up to become Linus, because how many of us are so attached to something that we believe that it's real? Hyrule is a real place. but but we have. I mean, honestly, I see the fights on Twitter. You guys, Star Wars is just a movie. But you are so darn passionate about it. It's your great pumpkin. So yeah, but yeah, I love that. Even as an adult, I love the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, and and I always will, because I think that's the one time that we see Linus not so attached to his blue blanket. and and he's very passionate about Great Pumpkin. I think that was one in grade school as well, where we would have Fun Friday, and of course they would bring in that VHS, the big thing. It had the TV, and of course underneath was the VHS player, and it shows how old I am. Hey, we used projectors, man. They would bring in that projector, pull down the screen, because they had screens when I was a kid. They had like the map on one side, and then the other side had a screen, and you would pull down. How old are you, Bunhead? I'm so damn old. But we would have Fun Friday, and I remember there was a period of time where they were showing all of the Peanuts movies. So and I seem to remember at one point they were showing Great Pumpkin around the yeah. So anyway, but anyways, yeah, we've all grown up to be Linus. Very passionate about us. And I'm no different. So before you get the wrong idea, I'm no different. Look at all this. Oh my gosh. And So there's the Great Pumpkin, and especially with everything that's going on, I'm not going to get too deep into it, but with everything that's going on with Peanuts right now, and people trying to save it, because why do we need to sign up for something and it should still be on national television? I mean, after 60 something years, why suddenly change? That doesn't make any sense. So anyway, yeah, we are still madly in love with Peanuts are just adorable anyway. So there's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, and on a final note, who doesn't love Snoopy as the World War I flying ace? I always wait for that. I always wait for that in every special and in every Peanuts movie. You always wait for the World War I flying ace. Oh, and I love that Charles Schultz added that. I do. I think that's just a great little touch. So there's that special. Another special is Garfield, the Garfield Halloween special. Now, if you're not familiar with this one, um, when I was a kid, it showed probably 3 or 4 times. It didn't show very much, but not as much as the Christmas special. Christmas special was more popular, but the Halloween special, basically, Garfield doesn't want to go out, because he's lazy cat, and so he doesn't want to go. He doesn't, and John is trying to get him to go out with Odie, because Odie wants to go trick or treating, and Garfield's absolutely not. And then John mentions the candy, and then of course Garfield says, "Well, of course I'll go." And he dresses up as a pirate, and they go out, and yeah, they decide to be pirates, and they're gonna go out and trick or treat. Well, then they end up going out and to the darker, way out. And I'm not gonna give away too much because I think you can find it on YouTube and watch it, and I highly recommend you do. And so yeah, this one wasn't shown as much because, like I said, the Christmas special was more popular, and I actually have it on DVD. Once I saw it where they had the holiday specials for Garfield, I was like, yes. but but yes, I highly recommend, because like I said, if I can find it, I will put it in the description below for you. And if you can ever find it um on DVD or Blu-ray or anything, snatch it up. I highly recommend it. But so anyway, yeah, it's just Garfield being Garfield, and the lazy cat, and then he finds out food is involved, and he goes. And then they end up in some misadventure together. Now, the other one, I actually mentioned it today and found out some more. A friend of mine told me about it. And because honestly, it made no sense to me. I've seen it a total of 2, maybe 3 times. This one is a Grinch Halloween special. And when I would watch it, it was like, what? What? Now, just because I don't understand it doesn't mean that you won't understand it. Trust me on that. And this is another one that's on YouTube. So again, if I can find these, I will put them in the description below for you so that you can watch them. And what my friend told me was that this was like a prequel to The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. So he came down to Whoville and was scaring everybody and everything, and that makes more sense when you watch it. Basically, it's one of those dark, scary nights, and the Who's are getting, they're it's getting to be the midnight hour or whatever, and they're making sure that they're in safe and everything, and one little boy is skeptical. he's he's all and he's just a no nonsense kind of kid, and he goes out anyway, and ends up getting lost, and he ends up meeting the Grinch and everything. There's some humor in it, like the glasses scene. There's like a glasses quote, and because the little boy is wearing glasses, and then he ends up not wearing his glasses or something, and there's a quote in there, and a lot of people pick up on that because it's hilarious. And so, but yeah, it wasn't making sense to me. But after my friend told me that, I was like, oh, okay, that makes more sense. And the fact that it's a prequel, and then for the Grinch to be just so angry. I think the Grinch was made in the six. I'll have to look again, and I'll correct myself in the description. Seems like the Grinch was made in the 60s. This was made in 1977, I believe, and everything. I don't think Boris Karloff is behind it at all. And because of course Boris Karloff narrated the first one, well, and the Grinch Who Stole Christmas and everything. But anyway, so but yeah, this one I don't remember watching as a kid in the 80s. So, and I don't think it was ever shown in the 90s. You can correct me. I mean, if you saw it, then okay. But so yeah, just because I didn't see it doesn't mean anything. So anyway, those are three Halloween specials that I remember. Well, two of them at least. The Grinch one was mentioned to me, and I watched it, and I'm like, what is this? And then it was. But anyway, so of course, the Great Pumpkin, and then Garfield and Grinch Halloween. I will put two of them because, of course, with Peanuts being so popular, you can't really find it as far as I know. And but the other two, I will make sure to find them and put them in the description below for you to watch.